Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another Silver and Blood video, and the update is officially live. Path of the Blooming Lotus is also going to be available within the next 10 days. So if you log in right now, you'll be able to get yourself, in the next 10 days, a Midnight Lotus free Hattie skin. That's right, the skin looks absolutely gorgeous, and I think everybody should take advantage of doing this. You can zoom in, zoom out, whatever your heart's content is, and you guys can take a look and see how good this is. Like, animation wise, looks incredible. Just straight up, this looks like an incredibly good costume. I mean, this is her normal one, right? So you do a little bit of a comparison, it's like night and day difference. So they put a lot of effort into this. Obviously, we know that the skins are not providing you different ultimate animations, but it's a free skin and you can't go wrong. Not to mention, you're also going to get yourself quite a few different things here, including some resources that gives you guys some Soli, some blood essence, and some enhancement material, plus some free soothing embraces for summons, and then as well some afternoon of leisures, which is going to help you get your invitations up and also get your affinity up with your characters, giving them more stats. And then on top of this, you're going to get yourself some free unsorted knowledge to get your skills up, and then more material for actual enhancing of gear. And not to mention, right now there's still the ongoing events that are happening right now too, and the brand new Fleeting Bella is up and running. Now I'm going to be going live to do this actual video as well too, but we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of summons to get things going. First off, we're going to go ahead and summon with this free one, see what we get. And secondly, right now, if you do log in, you're going to get yourself 50, that's right, 50 free summons to get yourself a limited character, whether it's going to be Bella or a Transcendent, or maybe nothing, or neither of those things. Either way, if you log in every single day, you have an opportunity to get yourself a Fleeting Bella, which looks like she's going to be one of the better units out there, especially when it comes down to buffing. And we're going to go over this character a little bit, and then we're going to talk more about her as well. Now, one thing we did mention yesterday, and the devs did put in their notes, is the fact that now you can use the same characters on the same lineup. So Bella Tank can now work with Bella Fleeting Bella, which is your enhancer. So let's go over a couple different things with her. You guys can see Kingdom is which faction she's with. She is light. She's an enchanter. She is a moon phase new moon, which is exactly what Bella is right now. So 2 new moons, and then we're going to get magic damage. Now, she's not really built for damage, but you guys can see overall all of her skills are built to do buffing, some damage, and mostly giving your character some heals and attack power. So transforms into Ginocchio and possesses a select ally. Heals Fleeting Bella for 600 attack and grants all damage up major and attack speed major to the possessed ally for 20 seconds. Oh my god, Van Helsing is going to go off. So will Lorelei. Then grants 2 stacks of Tide Wisp blessings to the ally with the lowest HP. Possessed ally's attack increased by 25% of Fleeting Bella's base attack. When the possessed ally deals damage with a basic attack, Fleeting Bella consumes 3.0% of her HP to deal 120% attack damage to the same target. This can be triggered once on each enemy every 0.4 seconds. Possession lasts for 20 seconds. All right, so you guys can see that is insane amount of damage. Not to mention all the major ups are 45 to 50%. Look at this, 45% damage increase plus 50% attack speed. That is insanity when it comes down to buffing. Okay, so keep that in mind. So when the battle begins, applies Tide-wide blessing to allies units with 1 tile away on both sides for 15 seconds. Fleeting Bella heals units with Tide Wisp blessing for 90% attack every second. Now this part I don't kind of like, because her attack scaling is not going to be that high, I assume. So you are going to have to build it with quite a bit of attack. Tide Wisp blessing transfers automatic to allies whose HP percentage is below 40%, or those without the blessing who have even lower HP percentages. So that's a good little emergency heal. Reflection deals 150% magic damage, and then when not possessing, restores 5% of her max HP, while possessing, purifies the possessed ally for every 5 seconds. So this is important to remember, because when she is possessing somebody, she will be losing HP along the way. So it's important to make sure that you try to keep her HP up. All right, so you guys can see here we got free Daily Herald times 10. We're gonna give this a quick little try, and then what I want to do is, if I do get her, I want to test out her with Van Helsing, and then her without Van Helsing, okay, and see what the difference is in damage. All right, let's just see here if we get another chance. Hopefully we get something here. Come on, come on, come on. Nope. Man, these summons have been brutal with me lately. Here's another one. Let's try this again. I just want 1 copy of her. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay, let me try purchasing something here this time. Let's see if we can get ourselves limited offer. 30. I mean, there's Bella's word here, which is going to give us a little bit less to work with, but it's going to give us what we need in regards to at least summoning. So let me just purchase this real quick, guys. All right, folks, so I had to go live afterwards in order to do this next part of the video. And yes, we did finish our summoning, and we are going to show you guys the results of that summoning. I did purchase a couple of packs. It is very expensive, guys, so please be careful with how much you spend and what you spend on this game, because it can be very costly, okay? So you guys can see here, I went ahead and did a summon. We got ourselves a actual character that I was hoping we'd get, and these are the results of that actual summon. You're going to see very shortly. I'm going to just fast forward just a tad bit so you guys can see who I got. There it is. And it's actual kill rate. That's right. So we went back and we did another summon again. This time around, though, we got ourselves just SRs, another SR pack. And right here, I'm actually getting a little bit concerned. Finally, we got another one. And I thought, okay, for sure, can't be losing this 50-50, right? So we went ahead and summoned. And this time around, we did, in fact, get what we wanted, right? We got, no, there it is. There she is. So Fleeting Bella. Now I can actually do some testing for you guys, which I did live. And we can show you. Not only did I get one, though, I got two. That's right, back-to-back Bella. So we got a full-on Bella set up, and we went ahead and geared her up and got her ready for some action. Now, the way this worked out for us is we set up a team here, and the way I've looked at whether she was worth testing or how we tested her is we went to the guild boss, and I did a quick test with her on a team. And what we did originally is we did the test with using her skills and then not using her skills. Now, a couple things I'm going to tell you guys straight up right from the get-go is that when we did the setup originally, we did it with Van Helsing without Lamia. Then I decided I wanted to use Lamia instead and kind of see where she benefited the most. Van Helsing, you definitely see a massive, massive impact. Like we're talking about, you'll see the damage difference. Okay, so you guys can see right here, I'm not buffing her, using her. I'm just buffing. I'm just doing normal run. So I'm using Acapella, using Van Helsing, getting my Blood Moon going, etc. Right? So when you did the full-on run here, I'm not going to show you. I'm going to do the whole run. I'm just going to show you guys what the results were. The results were as follows. Van Helsing had 2.8 million damage in this guild boss run. Okay, this is just him doing his normal damage. Now we did the same thing again, and this time we actually went ahead and gave him the buffs from Fleeting Bella to see what the difference would be at the end. And let me tell you guys, it's astronomically different. Look at that, how much faster he attacks. So you have to remember, so 5.45 million. Now, she's giving 45% damage increase. She's giving 50% more basic attack speed. So he is popping off like crazy. That is not just double damage. That is over double damage. And this was consistent throughout all of our testing. So not only is she an amazing healer, she keeps everybody alive. So if anyone charges in and Elite is attacking one of your squishier units, she can keep them alive by healing. But she's now buffing those DPS units like crazy, and I'm talking about like crazy. So we tried this again, and we did it with Lamia this time, and we put Lamia in the fold for some of the Infinite Abyss. And I'm telling you now, she absolutely ate everything alive, like destroyed things. So things I wouldn't normally be able to finish, she was just like killing it right there. So putting her on Lamia also really does help a lot and is one of the better options as well too. So not only she's going to benefit units like Van Helsing, which are going to benefit more, by the way, she will also benefit other DPS units because of that massive increase in her damage. So you guys can see my damage, like the CP difference is pretty high, and I was able to finish up to floor 120. So there you guys go. Is she a must-have? Absolutely. Everybody should be going for at least a copy of her. Get a copy and then move on. But the more copies you get of her, remember, the better it will be because her damage is scaling off of, and the amount she heals also scales off of her attack. And the higher the stats you have for her, the more she's going to be able to heal and keep you guys alive. So yeah, Fleeting Bella, guys, 1000% go for a copy. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.